Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out possibly our next project tractor. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you my brand new to me Farmall 300. This is a 1955 I got for 750 bucks. So these Farmall 300s replaced the Farmall Super H. And these were just a little bit bigger. They're actually bigger than the normal M. So this makes like 38 horsepower to the PTO, I'm pretty sure, and like 42 to the crank. So it's a big tractor, in my opinion. It weighs like, I think around 5,600 pounds. So she's big, from what I'm used to. It's big. So, yep, I'm excited. So here it is. Like I said, I got this thing for 750 bucks. My opinion, I think that was a really good deal for how complete this tractor is. Yeah, I mean, you got some rough parts, where they cut out the hood for the alternator. Dings and stuff here and there. But I mean, all of the mechanical stuff, majority of it's all there. I mean, yeah, she's pretty mechanically sound. She doesn't run. She's been sitting 10 to 12 years, the seller said. So, but we have checked and the motor is free. We put it in gear and we turn the tires and it spins. So, it's not locked up, which I'm really happy about. So, this is an early model 1955 because it has the little knobs that you twist to check your oil. The light ones had a dipstick. So this is a early model. There's the VIN number. 7,811, and we got the SJ. So the S stands for torque amplifier. So if we go over here, we don't have the torque amplifier handle, but we have the bracket right there, and then we have the linkage right here where it will bolt onto. And it looks like right here is where it goes in for the torque amplifier. So either the torque amplifier is bad, so they just took the handle off to make it easier getting on, or they weren't using the torque amplifier and they just took it off to make it easier to get on. So we either have a bad torque amplifier or we have a torque amplifier that's in good condition. One of those. Hoping it's the second one. But yep. There ain't a sediment bowl on here. They do have an inline filter, but the line's broke. Not original line. But that J on the VIN, that stands for a Rockford clutch. So Rockford clutch is a little bit beefier than the normal clutch that came in these. So I'm happy about that, that's for sure. And then over here, we got the IH Fast Hitch 2-point lift, which I'm excited to have. Happy that's not a drawbar or a 3-point. I really like the Fast Hitch. We also have the live PTO. So if you had the dependent PTO or transmission driven, whatever you want to call it, it would have a whole different assembly. So we have the live PTO, live 540, and people, they hooked up put two remotes back here. So if we want to pull anything that needs a hydraulic lift back here, we can do that. And came with a set of wheel weights, which I'm really happy about because I like the wheel weights on this thing. And yep, very complete tractor. We got one light is missing, but the other one on the other side, it's not missing. And the one on the back, that is also not missing. So, like I said, this is a super complete tractor. Very put together. The rims are solid. Nice, and they don't feel rotted whatsoever. A little bit of a patch up right there, but we can grind that down. And the radiator, really good looking radiator. Y'all can't see it really, but there's barely, it looks better than if you bought one brand new right now with all the shipping and stuff. It looks really good, so that's good. So it probably won't leak, because rims and radiator, they're like in the $600 range for a new one, a pop. So, you know, radiator 600, each outer wheel is 600 at least. So happy that those are good. And eventually we're gonna need to get some new tires. I mean, they're kind of dry rotted. This one's holding air, so this thing will be good for a while. This one, but then this one, I mean, it's holding air right now, but she's I think they retreaded this wheel, this tire. That's why it's so pulling right here. But yeah, she's pretty dry rotted, but she's holding air right now. That's a different story on these front tires. These front tires need some work. So that's probably going to be the first thing that we do with this thing, is get some new front tires and some new tubes. So, yep. They kept a can over top of the exhaust, so that's good. No water came down through there. Checked the oil before we bought it. It was black. It was dirty, but it was not milky. So I'm really happy about that. So we got new plug wires, spark plug wires, new spark plugs, and a tune-up kit for the distributor, which consists of points and a new condenser. And yeah, so we already have parts coming to get this thing running. And this is probably not going to be like a one episode will it run type thing. We want to do it right, so it's probably going to be a series of getting this thing running, because I want to restore this thing eventually. So we're going to do it right. We're going to put some Marvel Mystery Oil down the cylinders, let that sit for a little bit, make sure the cylinder walls are nice and clean, get this thing running soon. Yep. So we got some nice beefy cylinders. There's this one, and then over here there's this one. But on this cylinder, the yoke down here is broke off. This pin is supposed to match up, but so yeah, I don't know if we can get another one of these. Depending, we may need to get a new cylinder. So that's not the cheapest thing. And when we go to restore this thing, that's broke out, so I'm gonna want to get a new inner wheel eventually. But yeah. So they only made 29, a little over 29,000 of these in 3 years. And they made the 55, they made most of them in 55. So this is I'm not going to say rare, but harder to come by tractor. Like my Jubilee in 1953, they made 77,000. So this is rarer than that. So also makes parts harder to come by. But I mean, the sheet metal's kind of rough, but other than that, and some dents and waves in this, the sheet metal is pretty straight. I mean, this whole side, there's not even a single dent in it. It's really nice. So, yep. And for y'all that watch strictly for the Jubilee, we're not done with the Jubilee yet. We still have some stuff to do with it. I don't think we're going to restore it. I think the goal with that tractor is like some nice new shiny hints of like small parts, and then just have a nice patina on it. I think that's what we're going to stick with on that tractor. But like I said, this one I want to get nice and shiny and red and take this thing to shows and just possibly win. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen some videos of these things out there all shined up. These things look beautiful. So that's the goal for this tractor. Get it all painted up eventually in the later future. And yep. Well, thanks for watching, y'all. And make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos on this tractor.